So summer is officially here in New York City, which means that you need to be wearing sunscreen every single day. If you're not wearing sunscreen every single day, I encourage you to wear it. If you do not want wrinkles, if you do not want premature aging, then sunscreen is your best friend. And especially those long days at the beaches, especially if you're going to Coney Island or Jones Beach or wherever you're going, you need to be wearing sunscreen every day. So I'm just here to share with you some of my favorite sunscreens ever.
Let's start with face and then work our way. Oh my god.
Okay, so for the face, as you all know, one of my favorite sunscreens of all time is what? Say it with me now. Supergoop! Of course. Oh my god, I love Supergoop so much. Okay, so I have a particular case with my skin. My skin is really sensitive when it comes towards sunscreen. I can't necessarily wear sunscreen every single day. Sometimes certain sunscreens, they would irritate my skin really badly, where it's like I could apply sunscreen one day and then tomorrow when I apply sunscreen, my skin will be like having this burning sensation. I don't know if you guys could relate, but certain sunscreens I just cannot wear every day, and Supergoop is that life-saving sunscreen that I could wear every single day without problem. I love this product so much because one, it does not give you that nasty gray or blue undercast when it comes to sunscreen. Sunscreen has a tendency to leave this white cast or gray cast. It doesn't leave that. Two, you can apply it every single day. I get to apply it every single day and I don't feel that my skin is being attacked or bruised. Like a lot of sunscreens, I can't apply them every day. I really only have to wear them once in a lifetime, because if I apply it back to back, my skin gets extremely irritated and I feel like I'm getting burnt when I apply the sunscreen. So I have to be extremely careful when it comes to that. Protects you against pollutants in the air and radicals, so it does broad spectrum, which is UVA and UVB, and then it protects you against environmental hazards, so like pollution in the air and stuff like that. And it also is water resistant, so you can go swimming with it. Just like with any other sunscreen, you do want to reapply it like every 2 hours or hour and a half, or whatever the guidelines for the Pacific sunscreen tells you. But I love this product, swear by it. I got the big gallon jug just for me. And you could also use this for your body as well. This is the face and body one. I like to use this during the summertime as well, especially if I'm going on vacation like into the tropics or like towards the equator. I like to definitely use a lot of thick, heavier sunscreen. So I use this on my body as well. I like to change it up when it comes to my body. Sometimes I like to, depending on where I'm going, I like to increase the SPF. So right now this is SPF 50, but let's say I'm going to a beach or I'm going somewhere where it's really intense, a lot of sun time, I'm going to be in the sun a lot and I have a lot of my body exposed. So if I'm wearing shorts or I'm wearing short sleeves or something like that, depending on where I'm going, I like to increase or decrease the sunscreen SPF. So if I'm not going to use the SPF 50 with Supergoop, I'm definitely going to up the ante and go for the Neutrogena Beach Defense SPF 70. This is actually a really good sunscreen. I actually really love this sunscreen because it smells kind of good. It has that a little bit of tinge of that like banana boat sunscreen smell, but it's not nasty, you know? Like, it's a really good sunscreen. I get to apply, I don't apply this on my face, but I do apply this to the rest of my body, especially if I'm going to like the ocean or I'm going to a pool or I'm going anywhere where there's a lot of water and I know that I don't want it to rub off. This sunscreen is really water resistant and I really love it because of its water resistance. See, if that makes sense? Water resistancy. I love it because of its water resistancy. It's really hard for it to wash off. If you want to wash it off in the shower, you're going to have a little bit of a tough time. You might have to use a loofah instead of a rag to kind of really break down that sunscreen and get it off your skin. But I love it because it is extremely water resistant and it stays on all day. One thing about it, if you're going to reapply it, like let's say you're an hour and a half in, your sunscreen is about to expire and like you're on the beach all day, so you really want to make sure you're protected, so you want to apply another layer. I kind of have problems applying another layer with it. Some days, like, it's kind of like an on and off type of a thing. Like some days if I want to reapply it, I have a better time reapplying it. Other days if I'm sweating a lot, like the sunscreen is not really adhering to my skin and it's just like sitting on top of it. It depends sometimes with reapplying, but I have another sunscreen for that. But in terms of reapplying sunscreen, I actually ran out of this sunscreen. Don't kill me, do not kill me. I ran out of this sunscreen. I thought I had a bottle, which means I need
to hit the shelf, I need to go to Target immediately and get this sunscreen.
I'll put it directly in the description box below so that you can see what it looks like and maybe you want to test it out for the summer. The sunscreen that I keep mentioning that I love so much is actually an aerosol type of sunscreen. So it's like a misty form of sunscreen and it's made by Neutrogena, one of my favorite companies ever. And it's called the Ultra Sheer Body Mist Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 45. I love this sunscreen so much for touching up throughout the day. Like I said, I do sometimes have a little bit of trouble applying Beach Defense back onto my skin. So I love using a body mist sunscreen to reapply sunscreen because sunscreen does not last all day, and maximum it lasts 2 hours. So you want to make sure that you're reapplying that sunscreen so you do not get sunburned. I actually get sunburned extremely easily. One time I got sunburned so bad in my scalp. Oh my god, I got sunburned so bad in my scalp. Like, I could not cut my hair, I could not wash my hair. I thought it was dandruff at first, but it was not. I got sunburned in my scalp so badly, so now I just do not play. I love the body mist for reapplying sunscreen because it is an aerosol type of sunscreen, so it is just going to go over into the skin. You don't have to worry about rubbing it into the skin. So one of my favorite sunscreens for the face is the Murad Invisiblur Perfecting Shield. So this is a sample. However, I have tried this product so many times. Like, I literally went to Sephora dozens of times just to receive a sample of this product. I really do love it. I actually like keeping samples like this for like traveling. You know the Sephora samples that how they give you in that little container? I like having a fresh sealed sample for like when I'm traveling. Like when I recently was traveling, I was actually going to the airport and I actually got into Glam and I used the Invisiblur. I haven't bought the full size product yet, but I'm telling you that I've used the product enough to know that I love it. Only reason why I haven't bought it yet is because it's really expensive. Like, it is really, really expensive, and I'm just like, I don't know if I could commit that much money to a sunscreen, but I really do love it, especially if you're trying to wear sunscreen underneath your makeup. So if you're wearing makeup over the summer, definitely wear sunscreen. You need to wear sunscreen. Either have your foundation, let your foundation have sunscreen. Only reason why I don't like having my sunscreen mixed in with my foundation is because that is like the outermost layer towards my skin. So when the sunscreen dies, sunscreen dies at its particular point in the day where it creates like this oiliness sheen to it. I like providing sunscreen underneath my foundation, or having it in my moisturizer or something else, not in my foundation particularly. I love Murad because it does blur out your pores and kind of blurs out those fine lines and wrinkles, but it also allows you to wear sunscreen underneath your makeup, which is a hard thing to do. It's hard to get sunscreen and makeup together and unified as one, but Murad definitely makes it much easier to wear sunscreen with your makeup. But again, I don't know, maybe I know definitely one day I'll be able to buy it, but it's just like, for now, I'm just gonna keep being that person that goes to Sephora and it's just like, last but not least, one of my other favorite products that I use actually on the daily, not just during the summertime, is the Jack Black Shea Butter Lip Balm. This is such a beautiful lip balm. It's really intense and it has such great hydration to your lips, but it also has SPF 25, which is a plus. It's genuinely just a nice nourishing lip balm and it just feels so good on your lips. And they have it in a variety of flavors. Shea butter is like one of my holy grail favorites. I have so many of these like around my house, like it's just ridiculous. I actually wear this every single day, like not just during the summertime, I wear it year round because I really do love it so much. But definitely for the summer, you want to have your lips protected. So that pretty much concludes all of the sunscreens that I wear during the summertime and some of the things that I wear year round. So I encourage you to wear sunscreen and have a great summer. Check out my other social media, girl. Check out my other forms of social media. They're in the description box below. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!